This is the actual biodigester, and it's a JoJo tank, a horizontal 500 litre biodigester tank, and it's filled almost to about here with cow dung. The cow dung are collected from small holdings in the area. I can show you what it looks like. I've got some extra storage in here. It's a bit smelly, but you can see it kind of looks a bit like that, and I leave it in there for a little while just to make it easier to get inside the digester, and then I have to feed that every now and again. But here it is here. So this is the digester. There's 3 outlets or inlets, if you like. There's 3 pipes that are connecting it together. There's the gas pipe at the back here. That's a small pipe, and the methane gas comes out of there. There's this connector here, and I can take the lid off and add new organic matter to that, like the cow dung and kitchen scraps and things to here, and we should be adding every day. We should be adding a bit. We haven't done that yet. Anyway, this is nice and sealed. Down the bottom here is an outlet. I'll show you what it looks like inside. Inside the tank there is a long pipe that goes about halfway. So that's what it's like inside here. And when I fill up some new organic matter, then I can take out some excess water. Essentially it's like liquid fertilizer, but that's only from halfway, which is the kind of dead zone, if you like, inside the digester. It's where there's the least amount of bacterial activity, in the halfway zone. So I'm tapping off the water that gets formed there, and it's just like a liquid fertilizer. So that's what that's for. So we add in organic matter, we take out methane, we take out liquid fertilizer from there. And the next step from the digester, on the pipe, it goes into this fatter pipe. What's inside there is a whole lot of steel wool that's been compressed all the way up there. So the gas comes in here. The gas has to find its way through the steel wool all the way up to the top. And the reason for the steel wool is I'm trying to get the hydrogen sulfide, which is mixed with the methane that comes out of the digester. I'm trying to clean the gas mixture of hydrogen sulfide. I want the hydrogen sulfide to react with the iron, preferably the iron oxide, which is in here, and so stop the hydrogen sulfide going into the gas that we're going to eventually burn. This is called a scrubber. Okay, it's just to clean the gas. It's the first step in actually cleaning the gas. There is another step which comes a bit later, but we'll see that. So from there, then the methane, having cleaned, goes inside this tank, and you'll have to come around on top here to have a good look at it. The tank, the pipe goes into, okay, the pipe comes into the collector tank at the top here. There it is. So the methane's coming inside here, okay, and it gets into this drum, and this drum is floating. Okay, it's floating on some water, and as the gas fills in here, the tank rises. So it's nearly full now. I mean, that's almost at 100% full. So we've got lots of methane inside this tank. As we switch it on in the kitchen, it's going to sink down, and the gas will come out of the orange pipe, back to the kitchen. So that's how that works. What's happening inside this drum, though, okay, is there's a float that allows the methane gas to bubble through the water, and that's another cleaning step. Because what will happen is when it bubbles through the water, carbon dioxide can dissolve out of the methane mixture, including some hydrogen sulfide that maybe didn't get caught by the scrubber, also can dissolve into the water. So the gas that we're getting into the kitchen is then much, much cleaner than it would be otherwise. And just turning on the tap to let the methane through the pipe. This is a homemade flashback arrestor. What it is, inside the piece of copper pipe is some steel wool that's been compressed into here, so that if the flame shoots back up the pipe, it gets broken up in here, and it just arrests the flame in this little device.
So it's a safety.
It's a safety valve. The methane gas comes in here and then into the stove, and what I've done is I've just drilled out the little hole where the gas flows through to make it slightly bigger, because the pressure is slightly lower, and methane we need to feed a bit more methane through into there than into the stove, rather than LPG gas. Okay. Okay, there you can see it's burning with a really nice blue flame. It's a slightly different color flame to a normal LPG gas. I'll show you what that looks like right next to it here. See, a slightly different color flame. This is LPG gas, liquid petroleum gas, and that's methane gas from the biodigester outside. Now we can just put the pot on. I have preheated this water, so anyway, we can leave it there.
Okay.
We're making about 30 to 35 liters a day, and so we let it build up, and then every second day we used to use it to cook or heat up food.